What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the professional career of Israel Madrimov. Guys, in the sport of boxing, fighters seem to come out of nowhere, and just as quick as they come, sometimes they disappear into obscurity. We know this coming August, Israel Madrimov is taking on Terence Crawford in a blockbuster card in Los Angeles on August 3rd for Madrimov's 154-pound WBA title.
You heard Eddie Hearn talking about Madrimov being a huge 154. I don't see too big a size difference right there between those two men. I think Terence is going to fill out 154 pretty well.
It doesn't seem that long ago when the world didn't know who Gennady Golovkin was, and then he came bursting onto the American scene. Israel Madrimov has a similar opportunity to do the same with a blockbuster victory over Terence Crawford. In this video, I'm going to go over in detail his 11-fight pro career. We're going to talk about who he's fought, who he beat to become a world champion. We're going to come up with a statistic we call strength of schedule, basically taking his opponents on the night that they fought Madrimov, adding up their win and loss record, and getting a number to tell us a statistical equation of how strong his opponents were coming into that fight. I'm also going to educate people on who Madrimov is, where he comes from, and maybe give you guys some facts and stats that you might not know about the WBA world champion. Guys, nobody was calling Madrimov out before he got signed to fight Crawford. When he won his title over Kurbanov, he got on the microphone and called out Virgil Ortiz, Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora, and nobody wanted to fight this guy. In steps Turki Al-Sheikh, and outcome of that is Terence Crawford, and this is how we landed on the fight. So now let's take a closer look at who Israel Madrimov is. Guys, Madrimov is a standout figure in professional boxing, bursting onto the scene in November of 2018, making a memorable debut against Vladimir Hernandez at the Hard Rock Live in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Competing for the vacant WBA Intercontinental Super Welterweight title, Madrimov demonstrated his prowess by knocking Hernandez down in the third round, ultimately securing a TKO victory in the sixth, dominating the scorecards with margins of 50-44, 50-43, and 49-45 at the time of the stoppage. Madrimov's victory was a significant undercard event during Dmitry Bivol's successful defense against Jean Pascal. Madrimov's first title defense came on March 9, 2019, coinciding with another Dmitry Bivol fight, this time against Joe Smith Jr. at the Turning Stone Resort and Casino in Verona, New York. Facing Frank Rojas, Madrimov delivered a stunning performance, dropping Rojas with a left hook in the second round before knocking him out cold moments later with another decisive left hook, confirming his knockout power and defending his title spectacularly. In June of the same year, Madrimov continued his ascent with a 6-round TKO victory over Norberto Gonzalez. His momentum did not stop there. On October 5, 2019, he defended his title for a second time against Alejandro Barrera at Madison Square Garden. This bout, part of the undercard for the Gennady Golovkin vs. Sergey Derevyanchenko fight, ended with Madrimov retaining his title through a 5th-round TKO. A controversial moment in Madrimov's career occurred during his fight against Eric Walker on August 15, 2020 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Despite what appeared to be a legitimate knockdown by Madrimov in the 9th round, referee Gary Ritter controversially ruled no knockdown. This decision, along with Ritter's management of the situation as Walker struggled to recover, drew criticism from observers, including Hall of Fame referee Steve Smoker. Madrimov's pursuit of higher accolades continued on December 17, 2021, when he faced Michael Soro, the then #1 WBA ranked contender at super welterweight. Madrimov emerged victorious with a technical knockout in the 9th round of their title eliminator bout. However, a rematch with Soro ended in a technical draw due to an accidental clash of heads that caused a significant cut on Soro. Achieving a significant milestone, Madrimov captured the vacant WBA Super Welterweight title on March 8, 2024, with a 5th-round stoppage of Magomed Kurbanov in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Following this victory, he was honored in his hometown of Tashkent, Uzbekistan, where he received the keys to a Chevrolet Tahoe from the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan. Looking ahead, Madrimov is set to defend his WBA Super Welterweight title against Terence Crawford on August 3, 2024 in Los Angeles, California, a highly anticipated matchup that highlights his rising status in the boxing world. Guys, at 29 years old, Madrimov is in his prime. It would be wrong to say Crawford isn't in his prime, but Crawford's 36. I always say when talking about Bud, he has shown us nothing but greatness. So you would be ill-advised to think that Bud is going to look anything but great against Madrimov. With the Uzbek fighter, you're going to have a guy who switches stances, a guy who's built like a tank, and a guy who has knockout power in both hands. Being undefeated and being the champion, he's going into this fight thinking he's going to win. Now let's take a closer look at the 11 opponents Madrimov has fought. Guys, if we add up all of Madrimov's opponents, including Bud Crawford, on the night that they fought Madrimov, we know Bud's going into that fight 40-0. Kurbanov, 25-0, knockout in the 5th. Igbokwe, 16-3, UD in the 10th. Soro the second time, 35-3, technical draw due to a cut. Soro the first time, 35-2, knockout in the 9th. Kambomba, 14-0, UD in the 10th. Walker, 20-2, UD in the 12th. Navarro, 29-9, knockout in the 6th. Barrera, 27-5, knockout in the 5th. Gonzalez, 24-2, knockout in the 6th. Rojas, 24-2, knockout in the 2nd. Hernandez, 10-2, knockout in the 6th. If you add up his opponents' win-loss records on the night that they fought Madrimov, you get a number of 299 wins with only 40 losses, giving Israil Madrimov an 88% strength of schedule based on his opponent's win-loss records on the night that they fought. He is 10-0 with 1 draw with 7 knockouts. He has beaten 2 undefeated fighters. Israil Madrimov has an opportunity to continue his ascension in the world of boxing. He also has an opportunity to show how great he really is against Bud Crawford. I can't lie to you, I didn't really know too much about him before this fight got announced. Doing my due diligence as a fan of the sport and as a boxing journalist, and also as a guy who likes to spread the knowledge of boxing on my channel. If we cheer for one guy, we should show reverence in his opponent. So a lot of people here, maybe Bud Crawford fans, don't know a lot about Madrimov. Hopefully you learned a little bit about him. Going into the fight, it's going to be an exciting matchup. And as we get closer to August, I'll start doing more prediction videos. But for now, let me know what you think about Madrimov as a contender, as a champion. What do you think his odds are on beating Bud Crawford? And so far, do you think he's a viable opponent? Leave all that in the comment section below.